Thursday, May 9th, 12:16 p.m., just afternoon. We're loaded up at Magnetawan, which is access point 3, and we're heading into Bice today. Temperature is a very unseasonable 20 degrees Celsius at the moment.
Hey, buggy.
Bugs aren't too bad yet, but there are a few black flies out. You can't quite see the portage from Magnetawan to Hambone from back at the put-in on Magnetawan, which is just disappearing around the corner there. But you're barely out of sight by the time you get to the portage. $12:52 p.m. now, and we're loaded back up on Hambone, ready to set out. So not very long at all to get across the portage from Magnetawan. Funny thing, the portage sign on the Magnetawan end says it's 135 meters, but the portage sign on the Hambone end says it's 130 meters. So 5-meter difference just depending on which direction you're going, apparently. Kind of funny. Short 15-minute paddle gets us across Hambone Lake to the start of the portage from Hambone to Bice. 2:12. We've had lunch and we're loaded up on Bice and just getting the fishing rods ready now. Start fishing. 2:22. We've already landed our first trout. Beautiful. We've been trolling along the south shore of Bice Lake here, past portage going off to the south, and just past the first campsite along the shore. So far it's been very deep along the shore. No more fish, unfortunately, but often 20 or 30 feet deep, maybe 20 feet out from shore. And right now we're sitting in water that says it's 65 feet deep on the depth finder here. Just after 4 o'clock now. Picked a site along the south shore of Bice to camp on. We did check out the sites on the island towards the east end, which is just around the point here. But they're pretty open, don't have a lot of privacy, and we'd be having to haul firewood over from the shore, so didn't look like a great fit for us. So instead we've come back around the point, and this site here is pretty big, wide and open. Decent fireplace, and looks like a reasonable firewood. It's about 5:10 now. We've got our campsite set up about as much as we need to for today. Tents are up. Got our fire put together the way we like it. And we got about maybe 3.5 hours of daylight left. So took a vote with the kids, and consensus was that we'd snack a bit and go see if we can find the portage towards Little Trout, do a little more fishing, hopefully find a stream where we might find some brook trout, and then come back to start supper a bit later on. We paddled down to the east end of Bice Lake after having a snack and snacking on the way to see if we could catch anything more today. Haven't caught anything yet. The lake continued to be very deep, even very close into shore. So I think I'm going to change up to put a bottom bouncer on. A little different tactic than I usually use in the spring, but given how deep the water is, it's hopefully can give me a better chance of catching another fish. Flatlining with the spoons on works great in water about 12 to 16 feet deep, but much deeper than that, and you're just not getting down far enough to actually catch the fish. So hopefully a bottom bouncer will get me down to the 24 to 45 to 60 to 70 feet deep that we were tracking the bottom all the way along here. Here we are. Cook fire going. Chili's heating up in the big pot. Boiling some water while we got the fire going. You can use it for drinking water or coffee, hot chocolate later maybe, but if we don't use it for the coffee or hot chocolate, then boiling is still a good way to treat the water and saves time in the morning. I keep telling them the saw's easier, but they both prefer the hatchet. Well guys, how was the day?
Good.
Windy.
How was the fishing?
Bad.
I don't know. I need to rig up the bottom bouncer thing.
Are you sure there's fish in the lake?
Well, I put one back, so we know there's at least one 18-inch lake trout in there, don't we?
That was in this lake?
That's only one.